This is a dumbbell Romanian deadlift tutorial. You should first master this movement without weight. So I will link somewhere in the video, in the description, probably both, to the deadlift tutorial with no weight, first of all. It's quite a complicated movement. It involves a big hip hinge pattern with no flexing of the spine, no rounding of the spine, and some people get confused with a squat. We'll go through that in this video, but make sure you know how to do the movement first of all before moving on to this. What you're going to need is 2 dumbbells. They should ideally be the same size, but if they are different sizes, we'll talk about that, and if you only have 1 dumbbell, I'll talk about that in a minute as well. So you hold 1 dumbbell in each hand. The movement starts from standing, rib cage over pelvis. Don't start over here somewhere. Your feet are hip width apart, so they're not out here. Hip width apart, facing forward. You stick your bum back towards the wall behind you, and you want to keep those hands so they slide down your thighs, and you want to keep your hands tucked close towards your knees. You don't want to let them swing out over here, okay? So the movement looks like this. Hips back towards the back wall, as far as you can go with your back straight. You find a stretch down the back of your hamstrings, and then you stand back up, okay? Bum back towards the back wall, stand back up. Bum back towards the back wall, stand back up. Okay, a couple of mistakes people make. First of all, you don't need to, once you get to this point, okay, your back should be completely straight and your hamstrings should feel, you should have a big stretch down your hamstrings and down your bum. Don't keep going from here, okay? The aim isn't to get as close to the floor because in this position, I'm just rounding my back. The whole point is to keep your back completely straight and then stand back up. So don't round your back. Second mistake, don't let your knees come forward as though you're doing a squat. Okay, those knees should stay pretty much in the same position, and you just bend them according to so that you can get that stretch and get your hips back. Okay, you want to think hips back towards the back wall, trying to touch a spot on the back wall, not going down towards the floor like you would do with a squat. This will depend on your level of flexibility. So if you are as flexible as me, you'll get to here. If you're more flexible than me, you may be able to straighten your legs more and you'll be able to get more hip flexion. And if you're not very flexible, you'll get stuck around here and then you'll have to come back up. You'll feel that big stretch in your hamstring earlier. Also, don't let your knees fall in. You want to keep those knees pushed just slightly apart. Don't overdo this, but just have them tracking over that 4th toe. It's not as important as in the squat, but we still don't want to be going knock-kneed. If you have 2 dumbbells that are different sizes, like me, that's totally fine. Just do it. I've got a 3 kilo and a 5 kilo. Just switch hands the next set. And if you only have 1 dumbbell, what you're going to do is hold your dumbbell like this in both hands and stick your bum back, holding the dumbbell here, okay? Another mistake people make is letting the dumbbell drift out over here. You don't want to do that. You want to keep that tucked in close to the knees. So that was a dumbbell Romanian deadlift.